We have a front row seat to the only known transformation of a world powered by dirty fossil fuels to a planet that gets its energy from renewable, clean sources. It's going to happen just once, right now. These are the top 10 potential energy sources of tomorrow. Number 10. Space-based solar power. Every hour, more energy from the sun reaches us than we Earthlings use in an entire year. To try and save a lot more of it, one idea is to build giant solar farms in space that will collect some of the higher intensity, uninterrupted solar radiation. Giant mirrors would reflect huge amounts of solar rays onto smaller solar collectors. This energy would then be wirelessly beamed to Earth as either a microwave or laser beam. One of the main reasons this amazing idea is still just an idea is because it's, big surprise, very expensive. But it could become a reality in the not-so-distant future as our solar technology develops, and the cost of launching cargo into space comes way down thanks to the work of companies like SpaceX. Number 9. Human power. We already have human-powered devices, but scientists are working on harvesting power generated from normal human movement. We're talking about tiny electronics here, but the potential when multiplied by billions of people is big. And with developers making electronics that use less and less power, one day your phone may charge when it rustles around in your pocket, your bag, or moves in your hand, or your fingers move on the screen. At Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory, scientists have even demonstrated a device that uses viruses to translate pressure into electricity. Yes, it's amazing as it sounds, and no, there's no way I'm going to try and explain how it works. Of course, it's linked below if you want more info. There are even small body-worn systems that passively produce electricity when you move. Human power isn't going to solve global warming, but every little bit helps. Number 8. Tidal power. Harnessing all the energy in the motion of the ocean could power the world several times over, which is why over 100 companies are trying to figure out how. Because of the focus on wind and solar, the tidal energy industry kind of got elbowed out of the early mix, but these systems are quickly becoming more efficient. For one, meet Oyster, a 2.4 megawatt producing hinged flap that attaches to the ocean floor and, as it opens and closes, pumps high pressure water on shore where it drives a conventional hydroelectric turbine. One of those could power a whole housing development or a couple massive residential towers, roughly 2,500 homes. An engineer with the Air Force Academy has created the Terminator winged-shaped turbine that employs lift instead of drag, allowing it to theoretically harness 99% of a wave's energy instead of the 50% that current tidal projects can get. And Perth, Australia, just got the world's first ever wave-powered desalination plant that provides the city with enough drinking water for 500,000 residents. Number 7. Hydrogen. The element hydrogen, by far the most abundant in the universe, is very high in energy, but an engine that burns pure hydrogen produces almost no pollution. This is why NASA's powered its space shuttles and parts of the International Space Station with this stuff for years. The only reason we're not powering the entire world with hydrogen is because it only exists on our planet in combination with other elements like oxygen. You know, good old H2O. Russia even converted a passenger jet to run on hydrogen in the late 80s, and Boeing recently tested small planes that fly on hydrogen. Once the hydrogen is separated, it can be pumped into mobile fuel cells in vehicles that are able to directly convert it into electricity. These cars are now being manufactured on a fairly large scale. Honda is planning on demonstrating the versatility of its new hydrogen fuel cell car by plugging it into a model home in Japan to power the house, instead of the car sucking electricity